everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks for joining me here today for a morning flow. This will be about an hour class. So grab your mat, grab a blanket, grab some water, and let's go ahead and get on started. Thanks for everyone joining me from wherever you are watching this video today. And yeah, hopefully everyone's feeling good. This is going to be a full body flow today, okay? All right, let's get to a comfortable spot here on our mats. Kind of scoot and wiggle those sitting bones into a comfortable place. And let's go ahead and rest those hands on the knees, palms facing up or facing down, your choice today. And let's go ahead and take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, close the eyes. And as you begin to follow your breath, expand through your rib cage, the front, the sides, the back. And as you exhale, melt the shoulders, relax the legs. Just grounding ourselves at the beginning of our practice, letting go of all those external thoughts and concerns. Trying our best to let go of that to-do list for the moment and bring yourself present right here, right now. Take a couple of nice big deep breaths, and as you exhale, maybe letting out a little sigh of stress and relief. One more time. Lovely. Let's go ahead and slowly open our eyes. Welcoming a brand new day. Release your hands down to the side. Inhale, reach them up towards the sky. Join your palms together and reach into your heart center. Take a nice gentle bow forward. Create a little intention for your practice today. Maybe something you can bring a mantra into your mind. So, I am strong. I am happy. Wherever you'd like it to be today. Inhale. And exhale, release. Once again, if your eyes were closed, inhale, open the eyes. Let's reach the chin away from the chest. And exhale, hands can come back to our knees. Let's start our practice today warming up the neck, and then we're going to come to the wrists. So bringing your gaze over to one chin, inhale, and exhale, drop it down towards the chest. Inhale, reach it up towards the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Reverse your rotation. Last one. Release one hand down to the side. Inhale, reaching one hand up. Drop one ear to the side onto the shoulder. And then gently rest that opposite hand on your ear/side of the head. Try your best not to pull, but rather just relax the hand down. And if it feels good, walk the opposite hand away. You can even bring it back. Smile, breathe. Inhale, let's come back up. Exhale, release that hand down. Inhale, opposite side. One more big breath. Inhale, come up. And exhale, let's take it down. Inhale, reach those hands up. Hands back to your heart center. And let's work on those wrists a little bit. Bringing the fingers interlaced. And let's make small waves with our wrist. And other side. And go ahead and push both the hands away, so palms facing away. Bring awareness to your shoulders. Try to bring them down. Inhale, reach the rotation. Bring the hands in and then rotate them out. Inhale, go ahead and release, shake them. Inhale up, exhale, cactus arms, pull those elbows away from the chest and the body. Chin and gaze is up and out. Inhale, and exhale, release both hands down. Inhale, one hand comes up, seated side stretch. Inhale, come up, exhale, opposite side. One more time on both sides. Inhale, come up, exhale, float it to the other side. Inhale, come up, and exhale, take it opposite side. Inhale, come up, and exhale, let's release. Let's come down to our knees and hands in tabletop position for a couple of cat-cows here, just to kind of warm up that spine just a little bit more. Inhale, let's go ahead and look forward. Exhale, round through the spine, belly button pulling in as we come into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. And exhale, high Lucy. And then maybe just a couple of little circles in one direction, warming up those wrists and hands. And then changing directions. Just kind of warming it up. Taking it nice and easy here. Beautiful. All right, let's work on that bird dog positioning here. So that's opposite hand and opposite leg. So making sure you're in a nice, comfortable tabletop position, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to go ahead and inhale, reach that right hand forward first. Making sure you're strong, belly button pulled in to core, and then release your left hand back behind you. Toes can stay on the floor to start. And if you're ready to advance your challenge a little bit more, you can always bring those toes up. So our goal is to pull toes away from fingertips, fingertips away from toes, and just keep a nice, smooth, straight line. Hi, Addie. Hi, baby. Hi, yes, thank you. I love you too. Doing her own down dog. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower it down. Thank you, baby. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale, reach your left hand forward and out. Breathe, and when you're ready, reach those right toes back. They can stay on the floor for modification this whole time, or you can lift those toes up once again for the challenge. Are you going to be my extra challenge today in class? Yeah, you are. Can you move away for a little bit, please, so I can breathe? Inhale and exhale. Let's flatten it down. Let's step it up just a little bit and breathe a little bit more. Addie girl, can you go lay down, please? I'm going to move, and if I move, I might hit you. I know you, I know. Our little distractions in life, right? Hey, please, seats. Okay, inhale, right arm, left leg. We're going to pump it out for 5 breaths here. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, pull it out the side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Center and bring it back down. Ready? Take it to the other side. Inhale, left arm. Right leg reaches out behind. Inhale. Exhale. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Bring it back to center. Release down. If you want to take a little mini break in child's pose here, just breathing, coming down. Let's go ahead and inhale, come all the way back to tabletop position. And we're going to take that 10 more reps, and then we're going to have a nice hold at the end with a bind, okay? So we're going to inhale, reach the right arm, reach the left leg. Hold as you breathe. Inhale, exhale, pump it out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. It can be small motion here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it out for a breath. Bring it in. Bend your left knee. Inhale, windmill your right arm back behind you and grab and bind onto your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, lift that left knee and leg a little bit more. Breathe. Do not hold your breath here. One more. Inhale, release the foot from the hand. Reach forward back to your bird dog position. Inhale and exhale. Release it down. Good job. Ready? Other side. Pump it out for 10. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it out for a breath. Inhale, bring it to center. Hold for a breath. And then bend that right knee. Inhale, windmill your left hand back to reach your right toes. Stretch it out and lift the right knee a little bit more. Breathe. Inhale, start to slowly release the foot from the hand, bringing that hand forward. Release it down, child's pose. One more breath. Inhale, lifting that head, bringing ourselves back to tabletop, extending one and then the other leg, tabletop to plank position. All right, inhale and exhale, lift those hips, downward dog. Inhale, look up at your hands, step, jump, walk to the top of your mat. Exhale, find a nice forward fold. Hang out here for 2 to 3 breaths. Kind of shake the head yes or no a few times. Slowly start to roll yourself, come to standing, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulder blades up, back, and then down. Come to standing. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's find a nice warm Vinyasa flow to help get ourselves breathing and moving just a little bit more. Inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extend through the spine. Exhale, release, bend the knees, step, jump back to plank. Inhale, exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, and let's walk it out a little bit here on the spot. It's just kind of releasing one heel up and the opposite down. Really stretching into the calf muscle and the hamstring. And let's lift both heels up to the sky. We'll do that 3 times. Inhale, lift, exhale, roll it down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, last one. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, release those heels down. Inhale, look up at your hands. Step, walk, jump to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, come all the way up, rise on up. Reach those hands up towards the sky. And exhale, your hands to your heart center. Take a moment, check in with yourself. If you need a little water, always take time to drink a little bit of water. Let's take it through once again. Sun Salutation A. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump back to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, you're up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Hold for about 5 breaths here. About 3 more breaths here, and if you want to lift up your heels once again, you can. And then when you come down, this time playing it with your toes. See if we can lift your toes up off the mat. One more breath. Release your toes. Inhale, look up at the top. Reach to the front of your mat. And inhale, halfway. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, rise on up. And exhale, hands to heart. All right, hopefully we're feeling a little bit warm. Let's step it up just a little bit, coming into Sun Salutation B. All right, so that's going to have our Warrior 1. Inhale, arms are going to come up. We're going to sink into Utkatasana chair pose. Maybe look down at your toes for a moment. We'll stay in this one a little longer just for the first one. Make sure that you are nice and strong in your legs, and also you can see your toes. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bend the knees. Step back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now just to warm ourselves up a little bit more before we find that warrior one, let's find a couple of mountain climbers. We're going to start with the right leg. Bring your feet together. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it to the center. Lift. Exhale, cross it to your left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it to center. Plant the foot. Find your foundation for your warrior one. And inhale, come on up. Now, if you feel more comfortable having a more crescent lunge stance, so a little bit more wider with the foot back, that's totally fine if you want to do that in your practice. I'm going to go a little bit more of a warrior one stance, so just a little bit shorter of a stance. Strong warriors, strong minds, right? Inhale, reach up with the hands, and we're going to go ahead and work on a little bit of a twist. So exhale, hands come forward, left hand stays. Inhale, right hand opens up to the twist, and then brings it back to center. Inhale, and exhale, 2. Inhale, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, hold. See if you can open up through that twist a little bit more. And if it feels available, drop the right hand down towards the back leg as you lift the left arm up towards the sky. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, close those hands. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, come down to the ground. Now, before we come into our Vinyasa flow, we're going to work on warrior 3. Walk your fingertips forward. Extend that front leg, lift the back leg. Warrior 3. Inhale, and exhale, drop that leg back down. Hands come to the sides of the foot. Lift that foot back behind you. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. Let's take it to the other side. Bring your feet together. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross it over to your right elbow. Inhale, lift, smooth and controlled. Exhale, bring it into the center. Plant that foot. Find your foundation for warrior 1. And arise. Breathe. All right, finding that nice twist here. Inhale. Exhale, drop your hands to center. Right hand stays. Inhale, open up your left. Exhale, close. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Inhale, open back up to center. Hold as you breathe into your twist. See if you can drop that left hand down to the leg and lift your right arm up. Inhale, come back to your twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Reach your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, bring them down towards the floor. Walk them a couple of inches forward above the toes. Start to straighten your left leg as you lift the right off the ground. Warrior 3. Inhale and exhale. Drop that back foot down. Plant your hands firmly. Step back with that left leg. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a moment, breathe. Inhale, look up at your hands. Step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Hopefully we're feeling nice and strong and warm. Let's take a moment to catch our breath. If you're feeling it's a little bit busy like mine, talking and breathing sometimes can be a little bit hard, right? So just taking a moment for myself to even become more centered. Maybe for you to close your eyes for a moment and just check in. Let's take that round two. We're going to add a couple more variations in our climbers, okay? So coming back into that Utkatasana chair pose. Ready? Bend the knees, swoop those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back into your plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Okay, so we're going to find those climbers. We're going to do the 3 climbers we just did. We're going to add a rock star. And if we're feeling good, we're going to add a wild thing. Those are your choices. Otherwise, you can stay in plank and hold. So we're going to bring our feet together. Inhale, right leg comes up and back. Bend the knee, bring it to your right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it to your center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it to your left elbow. Inhale, lift. Now comes rock star. So bring it to the outside of your left mat. Roll onto your back heel and come onto your right arm as the left arm extends. Breathe. Try to stack the shoulders. And if you really want to challenge yourself, lift those toes up. Ready, breathe. Inhale and exhale. Plant that left hand back. Lift your right leg up and back. Wild thing. Bend that right knee again. Stack the right hip on top of the left. And if you can, teeter back. Find your balance. Drop the toes. Lift the hips. Smile. Inhale, come back into your 3-legged dog. Exhale, warrior 1. Plant the foot, find your foundation. Rise. Woo! Hopefully you're feeling good and warm and strong. Breathe. Now we're going to transition right into our warrior 3 from here. So being nice, controlled, and smooth. You can bring your hands to your hips for modification if you want to make sure your hips stay square. Otherwise, see if you can keep your hands up. Inhale, lift your back toes. Come forward onto your right leg. Extend your left leg back. Come into your warrior 3. Again, you have modifications. Your hands can come to hip, or you can keep your hands on the ground. Your choice here. We're going to hold for just 4 more breaths. Beautiful. Now let's see if we can come forward with the left knee and bring it towards the chest. So we're still on the right leg. Hands can come to heart, or they can stay on your hips. We're going to see if we can extend that left leg out and keep the toes flexed. And keep lifting. And lift. And lift. Bend that left knee. Come back into your warrior 1. Coming in for a little bit of twist. Hopefully we're feeling strong and prepared for our twisted warrior 1. We're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Left elbow comes down towards the right knee. Bringing the crown of the head forward as the hips pull back. If you're more advanced in your pose, you can open up the arms and open them out to the right side. And maybe if a bind is feeling good for you today, you can drop that back hand behind and meet on the hip. Ready? Take one more breath. Wherever you are, let's meet back in our twisted extended side angle. And let's come ahead back to center. Inhale and exhale. Hands come to the heart. Extend your right leg back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Nice job, guys. A little long sequence there, but that was good. Feeling strong. Let's take that to the other side. All right, feet are together. Inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, bend it to your left elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, center. Inhale, reach. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rock star. So left foot coming to the outside of the right part of the mat. And hold and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Plant that right hand back down. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Bend that left knee. Stack the hips. And then maybe teeter over into your wild thing as you lift the hips up. Inhale and exhale. Return back into your three-legged dog. And exhale, warrior one. Plant the feet. Arise. Remember, holding here for some long, deep breaths so we can feel nice and strong in our core and in our legs. Hips are still square. Warrior one. Ready, coming into your warrior three. So lifting that back heel up, bend into your front knee, and then lift those back toes up as you extend into warrior three. Hold. Hands can come to heart if you want, or again, they can be on the floor for modification. Wherever you are, give me 3 more long, strong breaths. And then as you inhale, start to come back up as you bring that right knee forward. Hands can stay up or they can come to heart center. And then you can extend your right foot out and away. Hold as you lift the toes up. Bend that knee, bring it back to warrior one. Plant the foot. Inhale, come on up. Preparing for that twist. Inhale. And exhale, hands come to the heart as we twist over to the left side. So right elbow comes down to the knee. Inhale. And exhale. Now, again, you can hold the hands together here. You can drop the hand to the inside of the foot and lift the left hand up. Or for more advanced, you can bring your right hand to the outside of the left foot. And again, if a bind is part of your practice or you're feeling like you can successfully reach that bind, drop that hand behind you, so reaching towards the back hip. Right hand reaches through the legs. Sometimes this side, I'm a little bit, need a little guidance, so I just kind of have to roll my hand that way, and then I can reach into my bind. Almost. Oh, I'm feeling a little tight, so I'm going to stay here today. And taking a nice big deep breath again. Hands come back to your heart center. Inhale forward, exhale, plant them on the ground, step back with the left foot, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! Coming for a nice child's pose, knees together or apart, your choice. And just find a nice sinking down for a moment here. Breathe deep. Grounding yourself back to center here. Inhale, let's slowly come on back up. Hands, toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up toward the front of your mat. Step, hop, whatever you want to do. Inhale halfway. Exhale, release. Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Awesome job here, guys. Let's go ahead and find a nice pyramid pose. Stretch out those legs a little bit. So hands can come to your hip. Step back with your right foot first. Now again, your stance is going to be as wide as you feel comfortable. So I've seen a lot of different lengths in the pyramid pose. So don't worry if your stance is different from mine or anyone else's. Find what works for you. So key is hips are still facing forward. We're still working on opening the hips facing forward first, okay? Shift your hips back. Reach your hands forward. Reach, reach, reach. And then come down towards the floor. Now, if your hands aren't reaching the floor comfortably, use some blocks or blankets or books, something that can stack and give you a little bit of support. Inhale, elongate through your spine. Maybe a little micro bend in that front knee if keeping it completely straight is uncomfortable for you. All right. And just allowing yourself to melt a little bit more. If you're feeling tension in your shoulders, like I've noticed mine are pulling forward, just try to pull those shoulders down the spine. All right. Take 2 more breaths right here. And we're going to find our last option for Warrior 3. So this is your third chance to really feel strong in your Warrior 3. And we're going to add a twist, okay? Inhale, bend into that front knee. Walk your hands forward once again, a couple of inches, and then start to lift your back toes, Warrior 3. Now you can stay here, but we're going to start to work on opening up the hips just a little bit here today. So just bringing that left hand in front of the left toes, and inhale, open up the right hand to the side and see if you can lift and open up to the left side body. Inhale and exhale 3 more times. Now we're going to come into Warrior 2 from here. So you should already be set up for your hips to be open. So you're going to inhale, come up slowly, drop your back heel, and open up Warrior 2. So you should be facing the right side of your mat. I'm going to flip around so you guys can see me. Nice and strong warriors here. Now let's come into a nice triangle pose. So straighten that front leg. Extend forward towards your front toes. And then bring your hand down, either the inside of the foot, give a block. Breathe into your triangle. Try to pull the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, go ahead and come back up. Let's find a nice straddle pose. So walk those feet out as far as you can away from each other. Hands can come to the hips for support, making sure that they're nice and strong. Or if you want to open up through the shoulders a little more, bring your hands and interlace into a bind. Roll forward and come down. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath as you sink a little bit further. Melt with your exhale. Inhale and exhale. If your hands are on your hips or behind you, just release them down to the floor for a moment. And halfway lift. So just kind of extend the spine as the hands come to the floor. Look forward. And then exhale. Melt all the way down. All right, inhale, come back up to those hands. We're just gonna add a little twist here. So left hand's gonna stay on the floor. Inhale, reach that right hand up towards the sky. And then exhale, go ahead and float her down. Inhale, come on back up with the left. And exhale, float it down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Float it on down. Beautiful job, guys. Hands come back to the hips. Inhale, come on back up. Turn your toes to the front of your mat. Take a nice step forward. Hands to the side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna flip to the side so I can make sure you guys can see me. Let's take that to the other side. Hands to hips. Step back into pyramid pose. Left foot behind, right foot forward. As long as you're on the opposite side, that's all I care about. Okay, hips shift back, upper body shifts forward, extends, and then releases down towards that front leg. Pyramid pose. Now, come into your fingertips, really good. Shoulders away from the ears, really trying to reduce the amount of tension and stress in the upper body here, and bring belly towards thigh. Couple of more breaths here, just breathing into the tightness in your hamstrings or wherever you're feeling the resistance. Meet it with reassurance in your breath. All right, walking our hands forward, finding that warrior three, our final warrior three today. Lifting that back foot up and out. Now hips are facing forward and they're square. If you want to add that little challenge, you're going to rotate your left hip up so it's actually stacking on your right hip. Right hand stays on the floor in front of the right foot. You inhale, open up your left hand up towards the sky. You can use blocks as well for this here. Prepare to come into your warrior two. So if you are straight in your warrior three, you can come into warrior one and rotate into warrior three. If you're open here, you're going to just drop that back heel and windmill and open into warrior two. Hopefully that was okay for you. Sink into that warrior. Front knee is nice and strong. Back leg is also nice and strong. Everything activated. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Straighten that front leg. Let's go ahead and find a nice triangle pose as you shift that front arm forward along that front leg and reach down to the floor. Inhale and exhale. Sink a little bit further if you can. All right, slowly let's gently come on back up. Keep ourselves in those nice strong hips and just twist those toes so they're both facing forward. Straddle round two. Walk back a little bit on your mat so that way you're kind of coming to the edge of the mat a little bit. And if you want to work on a headstand pose today, please, I encourage you. So I'm going to come down into a straddle pose. So this is your second round of straddle. So you can take that as far as you want into your own straddle, or again, you can come into headstand. So I like to use more of that tripod for my headstand, first. So hands come to the floor, I bend my knees a little bit, so that way my elbows and knees are pretty close. My head comes down to the floor slowly, activate through the core. And if you want to just practice your tripod, you can bring your elbows to your knees to elbows. And then bring in a nice strong core, lift up and extend those toes up and away. Hold and breathe. Bringing yourself back down slowly, just the way that you went up. Woo! Hanging out in straddle for a moment if you were in your headstand, just kind of release the neck and shoulders. Lift up into that halfway lift into your straddle all together now. And then exhale, melt down. Hands come back to your hips. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Walk the feet a little bit close together. Turn to the front of your mat. Step forward. Release your hands. Sadasana mountain pose. Woo! Close the eyes for a moment and just notice if you feel a different flow of energy now that you've had the head come down towards the floor. Whether or not you did a headstand, that doesn't matter, but you reverse the flow of energy. It's just allowing that little bit of inversion to help create positive prana energy flowing through the body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach those arms up towards the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release. This time, bend the knees and come into a nice little ball here. Lift the heels up. The low squat. Just lifting up through those heels and through those toes. And then we're going to allow ourselves to see if we can find crow pose from here today. Hopefully those arms are feeling nice and strong. We've been doing good arm workouts here. So bringing those hands in front of you. Bringing those hands in front, bending the elbows back. The knees come to the backs of the elbows. And we lift one. We kind of teeter forward first as we lift one foot up. And then see if we can lift the other. Finding a drishti, a focus point, something you can really stare into to bring strength and awareness to. And again, just playing with one foot up off the ground, using blocks. Taking a break if you need with the wrists and bringing them in towards your wrist towards your hips here. And kind of just reversing that stretch. Let's see if we can do that 1, 2 more times, whatever you're doing at home there, just letting yourself feel strong. And if you want to shoot back into a chaturanga and find the flow afterwards, I encourage you to practice. Up dog. And downward facing dog. All right, just coming down to our knees, and let's go ahead and find a nice puppy pose to kind of stretch out through those shoulders. So walk the hands forward as you drop your chest down, forehead to mat. Melt it down. Trying your best to let your heart melt towards the earth, upper body, reducing any resistance. Inhale, slowly bring the chin to the mat and look forward. If that is uncomfortable, keep the forehead on the mat. Inhale, slowly lifting yourself back up, and let's thread the needle. So the hands come about halfway back, so not quite tabletop position, but a little bit more forward. You're going to inhale, reach your right arm out, and then exhale, drop through the left arm and drop the right shoulder down, threading the needle. And the goal here is to just really push into that left hand so that we can really roll the shoulders back. Inhale, come on up. And let's switch sides. Inhale, reach the left arm up and out. And then exhale, draw it through and drop yourself gently down onto your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. And let's go ahead and exhale, come all the way down onto your belly. Now, before we finish up our class into our cool down, we're just going to do a couple of more little exercises, if you will, just to help strengthen our spine and our shoulders. So working on lifting up through the core, okay? So we're going to extend the arms up and forward. First, we're just going to work on step one. So we're going to inhale, lift the chin, the chest, and the arms. Breathe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lift, chin, chest, arms. Breathe as you exhale. Inhale, lift, and exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift. Hold as you exhale. Hold as you inhale, and then exhale, come on back down. So it doesn't have to be a big lift, but you should feel the activation in your core, in your chest, and in your spine. Hopefully not causing too much pain. If this action is causing pain, don't go as far up. Just go into where you feel the activation in your core. Last one, inhale, lift. This time we're going to see if we can work on those legs behind us here. So you can bring the hands underneath your forehead if that's a little more comfortable for you. And we're going to go ahead and inhale, lift that right leg up, hold, inhale, lift, exhale, bring it down. Left leg, inhale, lift, hold, inhale, and exhale, release. Both legs, inhale, lift, exhale, inhale, exhale, release. Single leg, right, lift, hold, inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, lift the left leg, exhale, inhale, release with the exhale. Both legs, inhale, lift, exhale, inhale, exhale, release. One more round. Inhale, lift the right leg, hold, inhale, exhale, release. Left leg, inhale, lift, exhale, inhale, release. Both legs, inhale, lift, exhale, inhale, and release down. Nice job, guys. I think you know what's coming up next. Working on arms and legs together here. Now, just making sure you don't have anything you're going to knock around around you here. Okay, full swimmer here, okay, guys? So we're going to go ahead and inhale, lift, swim back, open the legs, swim forward, bring the legs together, and exhale, release. Inhale. 2. Inhale. 3. Inhale. 4. And 5. 5 more. And 7. And 8. And 9. Last one. Inhale, lift. Swim back. Swim forward. And release. You're done. Shake the hips left and right. Take a moment. Let's go ahead and round through the spine and find a nice child's pose. Hand underneath your shoulders, lift yourself up, and gently come back, child's pose. Nice job, guys. Inhale, go ahead and come on up towards your heels. Just going to scoot forward a little bit. Okay, working on those wrists and ankles, not those wrists, but we're going to go ahead and just gently roll onto the tops of the feet and just lift both knees up. And then exhale, gently come on back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Last one. Nice work. Let's go ahead and come down to one side. Go ahead and extend your right leg forward and bring your left knee in towards the right thigh. Single-legged Western stretch or forward fold, seated. Inhale. And then exhale, extend your upper body along that right leg. Pull the chin and upper body forward as the shoulder blades come away from the upper body, meaning don't scrunch, but rather relax. and melt down. All right, inhale, coming back up. Now we're going to bring the left hand to the outside of the left hip and lift the entire body up as we roll onto the left knee. Really point your toes and smile. Inhale, exhale. Let's go ahead and come on back down. Your left knee is going to stay bent. Your right knee is going to bend behind you. So right foot behind you, stag pose. Right hand's going to come down to the floor. You're going to inhale, lift your left hand up and out. Inhale, come on back up and relax. Now, seated twist here in your stag pose. So inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, twist towards the left and drop your right hand to your left knee. Walk maybe your left hand out a little bit more so you can bring the twist a little further over the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, kind of relax and walk the hands out to the side and come down onto the floor. Try to relax through your toes and melt down. Inhale, go ahead and come on back up slowly. Bring both feet in front of you, knees together. Walk your hands behind you and windshield wiper your knees side to side. Ready? And release. Go ahead and extend your left leg along your mat and bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Squaring the hips, inhale, reach those both hands up, and then exhale, extend down your left leg. Really pulling your body to a nice elongated position. So if you feel like you're rounding through and hugging your chest with your chin, try your best to maybe stay upward here. A lot of times in yoga, and I do it myself as well, I see the pose and I want to do the pose exactly the way I see it without listening to where my body might be in that day. So just really try your best to listen, because sometimes, the back of the oblique can really feel really tense. And so just allowing yourself to accept where you are and to grow from there. And allow yourself to be happy with where you are. Inhale, let's go ahead and come on back up. Coming into that little kind of modified wild thing, I like to call it. I'm not really sure what exactly it's called, but hey, if you know a name for this, please let me know. Right hand to the floor, lift the entire body up as you roll onto your right leg, and just lift. It's called Fallen Star, actually, if I'm not mistaken. But so many yoga poses nowadays, I have a hard time remembering all the names, even if there's something I do all the time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, let's go ahead and come all the way back down. Coming into stag pose from here. Right knee stays bent. Bend your left knee and bring it behind you. So right foot is forward, left foot is behind. Inhale, open the arms, windmill over to the left. Inhale, come on back up. Twisting here in stag pose. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, twist towards the right as you drop your left hand to your right knee gently. Inhale. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Maybe walk the right hand a little further away. Inhale and exhale. Relax for just a little bit. So kind of bringing this a little bit closer towards the knee. Inhale, reach the left hand forward and out. So just kind of coming down to the floor. That might help you reach away a little bit more there. Just melt it away. Take 2 more breaths right here. And we'll go ahead and gently come on back up. Let's bring both feet together and come into butterfly pose. Konasana. So feet together. You can bring your hands to your ankles or to your feet, to your toes. And let's just float it out a little bit here. I know I personally kind of always feel extremely tight on the inside thighs. So butterfly pose, frog pose, straddle. Those are all poses that are super difficult for me, but also really good. So I try to practice them all the time, but I know deep, the tightness is deep down. Just got to keep working on it. Sometimes the hips are known as the emotional storage house. So, we all have things we think about, and sometimes we don't want to think about them. So we store them physically into our bodies. So this is opportunity to bring that internal stress outward and release it so it doesn't cause disease or pain in the body. That's our number one goal, right? Live without pain, mentally or physically or financially. Okay, letting those knees maybe fall open just a little bit more here. Just working a little tiny bit on the core before we come back down to the floor here. Just making sure if you are on the width of your mat, just rolling back so you have some space behind you. I want you to grab onto your toes, and we're going to see if we can rock back onto our sitting bones, lift those feet, and extend the legs up in front. Oh, yes. Nice job. Yes, that was just me. Shh. And you can bring those knees and hold onto your feet or hold onto your shins, and you can roll yourself into a little ball. Come back up. Try to keep the feet off the ground. Inhale and exhale. 2. Inhale and exhale. 3. Let's try to do one more. And so you can keep those feet off the floor. Extend into boat pose. Keep yourself in a nice smooth line here, and then extend out into canoe. So you're going to come down towards the floor a little bit more so you can hold, keeping that core strong. Inhale, and then exhale, relax. Come all the way down onto the floor, full body stretch. If you want to bring your knees into the chest and draw small little circles, kind of massage the lower part of your spine, go ahead and go for it. Just make sure we do a couple in one direction and a couple in the other direction. Inhale and exhale, release into your Shavasana. You did it, guys. Good job. If you have time in your day-to-day, I encourage you to please stay here, enjoy, close the eyes for at least a couple more moments. If you need to move on with your day, allowing yourself to reach out and come on back up to seated and bring ourselves back to where we began our class. Inhale, reach those arms up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for coming to practice with me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Namaste.